this was what, like 3-4 years ago.
Like less than 11 years old. And you're yelling at them.
Yeah, well, okay. Look, I was a believer back then. Okay.
His name is Noah, bro.
There was a flood. Wouldn't you understand flood? No. But I would get upset, and I remember I would like try to do like a Bible study for myself. That way I would know what I was teaching them.
Yeah.
And I'd be really confused. I really wouldn't understand things, and when I explained it, I guess it got across, and they wouldn't understand either. So that's when I started reading the Bible. I remember going back to college. I think was it my first semester back, maybe. Do you remember the freeze?
Oh yeah, the winter storm.
Yeah. So I remember going back, and I'd been reading through the Bible, and honestly, I'd been crying, dude, so much, because I would read it, and I was like, oh my goodness, is this true? Is this really true? I was slowly becoming convinced that I really was a sinner in need of grace and all these things.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was reading it, and I was like, oh man. And I remember I had one really close friend, and the freeze happened, and didn't know it was going to be that bad. And I really didn't have anything, I wasn't missing anything. I had food, it wasn't great, it was like tuna. That lasted me the whole week. I had water that I got out to buy. And I remember messaging my friend, I was like, hey, I don't understand what this means in the Bible. Can you help me? And my friend responded, I was like, Google it. I don't know, figure it out, I'm busy. And it kind of, honestly, it really hurt me. And I was like, oh man. And I felt really bad. I remember praying, I was like, God, please give me wisdom so I can understand, God. I asked God to send me someone.
Yeah.
I was like, God, please send me someone who can explain, because I don't understand any of this. I don't know what I'm reading. I don't get it. I just know that it's making me basically freak out.
Yeah.
And I remember I would pray so much. I watch videos on YouTube too to try to understand it. And I would pray so much, and I know that was the week that God saved me. After praying, I remember just one day I woke up and I was like, I felt the weight lifted off of me, and I was like, yeah, I know that my life has been terrible. I know that now my life belongs to God, and I have to serve Him in some way. Unfortunately, I still don't know what way I'm supposed to serve Him. But I guess if praying worked the last time, it should work this time too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and ever since then, my life's been changing a lot. But yeah.
I hear you, dude. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm in the same boat when it comes to just to like, I've been trying to figure stuff out on my own, bro, and I can't get it. And it's just like, I keep running in circles, and literally in circles. Like, you know how people say, be equally yoked? Mm-hmm. Well, that expression is because, let's say you had a cow and the other one is just a lamb. The yoke is a thing that's around their neck.
Yeah.
And if it's lopsided like that, you're gonna be walking in circles. Like, genuinely, it's not gonna be stabilized. You won't be comfortable, and it's just gonna mess up everything. And so, genuinely, that's how I felt, man, for a very long time. I was just going in circles, trying to figure things out in my head. And honestly, it says in the Bible so many times, "Be still." And it's one of the things that it's one of the things that Jesus has been telling me, trying to like convey to me. And I just gotta be just still, I can't try to figure things out on my own anymore. And honestly, it's very relieving, because I don't have to worry about it anymore. That's just kind of like the mentality I have. And He's clearly, it's not like I'm praying for something, He's not delivering that, so I'm like, oh, you know what, I just gotta do it on my own.
Yeah. And
it's also because I know that it's not like that, because I set it off camera, but working out, whatever. And God has been putting people in front of me to help me through that workout situation. And so it's not like he could say yes and give you a green light for this, but the green light for this one is not ready yet.
Right.
And because I don't see that, doesn't mean that it's not in motion. Mm-hmm. And so just one of the things that God's been trying to tell me is just like, be still, and I just gotta be patient. And honestly, it's given me wisdom. It's given me a true definition of like being a man of God, because like that's what it is. It's just you can't force God's hand,
Right. Yeah, that reminds me. This past weekend at church, Sunday school, I don't remember exactly what we were talking about. Eric. Are you leaving that in?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember what we were talking about or how it even came up, but I don't even remember particularly what the brother who was teaching the Sunday school said, but what he said hit me, and I was like, man, I need to forgive my father, because I would blame him that I couldn't find a job in what I majored in right out of college, because I had some offers. Those offers, they would ask me to move out of state, but I couldn't because of the situation my family was in. I would be really mad about it. I didn't know how to drive either. So there was a 6 month period where I didn't have a job. Then I got a job I didn't particularly like. Very glad that I did have it at the time because I really did need it. And I would be upset when I worked a job because, like, man, I'm trying to find this other job and now I don't get any offers, right?
Yeah.
No one's even looking to hire me. And then slowly but surely, I started learning how to drive. I had to buy my own car so I could. I remember you took me driving once.
Yeah.
My sister took me driving maybe like twice. And then she said, no more because there's a family car and if you break it, we're done. So I was like, oh. So like in February of last year, I bought my Jeep. Didn't really use it until maybe or May, a month that begins with M.
Mm-hmm.
And then I slowly but surely learned how to drive. And then in October of last year, I got the job that I currently have. And the reason I bring this up is because you said that green light here doesn't mean green light over here, is because while I wanted that job so bad the entire time, the one that I have now, I wasn't ready for it. I couldn't even drive. And now what do? I drive all over from where we live, like an hour away, to go do booths or presentations and things like that. I would have been able to do that if I got hired 2 years ago or whatever it was. So it was more like I'm gonna give you a job. Don't worry, you're gonna get the job that you want. But first, you have to go slow. You have to be, like you said, be still, wait, be patient. Work, of course, you have to work. You have to prepare so for it. But it was just a not right now thing.
Yeah. I was gonna mention about taking you driving or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, like, after those days or whatever, did you go, or I think it was just one time, right?
Yeah, it was just once.
After that, were you like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about? or do you remember, like, okay, this is actually a good idea?
No, it was just I'd have enough practice. So honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, okay, let's see what Eric can show me. But it wasn't something I could put into practice either because I didn't have a car to do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I had a car and I basically just started driving by myself that I was like, okay, I got this. I can do this. I have to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't anything that I could put into practice right away.
When it comes to road rage, I gotta ask you, do you like... Because you're a Christian man, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also wanted to go, like... You get upset. Like, how do you stop yourself? Like,
pretty easily. And I say easily because I've only been driving for less than a year.
Yeah.
I'll think, I'm mad, I'm like, what is this idiot doing? And I'm like, wait, this could be someone who's just learning how to drive, just like I was not too long ago. So maybe I should give him some grace. And I'm like, okay.
So you put yourself in their situation.
Yeah.
So
because I was there so recently,
Outside of driving, the same thing?
Most of the time, yeah. Most of the time it's also like, maybe they don't know what they're doing, or even if they do know what they're doing, that's not the way you're supposed to respond. So take a step back. And sometimes it's really hard where you're like, I remember my coworker made me kind of upset a couple of days ago. I didn't tell her anything, but I just didn't feel like talking anymore. And she was kind of like picking at me. She's like, oh, you're mad. I can tell you're mad. I can smell it.
Oh, yeah,
and I was just like, okay, whatever.
Trying to fuel you up?
Yeah, well, just trying to get me to, like, interact or maybe try to help me get over it or something.
Oh,
I don't think she meant any bad blood.
Oh, okay.
But she had got me upset because of something she had said. And then I was like, I'm just like, whatever. But I don't think she meant, from what she said, there wasn't any, like, trying, like,
like
purpose to get me mad.
I hear you.